infrastructure that's omni-chain. We call it the ZKX app chain, which enables you to basically leverage a kind of abstraction on different ZK rollups and simplify the user experience while they can enjoy massive, unlimited TPS that's not really limited by the transaction time and the speed of the underlying networks. And just to give you a little bit of background, we started 2 years ago, let's say with our guys at ZKLand, starting to work within the Starknet ecosystem with Starkware. And at the time, it seemed that the best choice for scalability within Ethereum was ZK rollups. But very early on, we realized that the most fundamental problem that we're tackling within the ecosystem, in terms of scalability, is actually arbitrary computation. So smart contracts are very good at giving you some deterministic outcome, but actually for use cases like order books, game engines, social graphs, you can actually still not scale it within the block production time of any chain or rollup out there. It's just impossible, right? Binance does 6 million TPS on a peak day. You never heard that kind of situation happening on chain. So that means that we're still a long way to go to actually reach a level where we can compete with centralized actors. And that's the basic premise of what we're trying to build. And I guess a lot of all of these projects that you're going to be talking to that are building within the ZK rollup environment, they're all trying to push in that direction, which is how we abstract away the entire crypto experience and make it so that people, within 5 years, they don't know what Ethereum is, they don't know what Starknet is, they don't know what Mantle, Scroll. They should actually not even know all of that. They should know what MetaMask is to a certain extent. The entire experience should be abstracted away to the point that you use your phone on a day-to-day basis and you don't even know what Web3 is, but you're actually using it. As much as we don't actually actively think I'm using Web 2.0 or Web 1.0, I think we should reach at that stage where we don't know that we're using Web 3.0. And for that, there's a lot of different pieces that you need to put together. One is account abstraction. So account abstraction, for those who don't know, is a way to wrap smart contract wallets within smart contracts. And it allows you, incredible modularity where you can enable social logins, you can enable 2FAs, all the usual Web2 experiences within a decentralized wallet system on any chain or rollup. So that's a key piece, which will enable us to compete with centralized exchanges, right? Right now on Binance, you deposit, withdraw from your bank account with your credit card. Well, you're going to be able to do the same within any application in DeFi that integrates and uses account abstraction in the near future. Obviously, ZK rollups and L2s are one piece of the puzzle. But where we're seeing more and more, and as long as once you start talking with all these ZK projects out there, you're going to realize that they're starting to talk about instant rollups, ZK VMs, ZK rollups on demand, ZK proofing on demand, sequencing on demand. All of these sort of, until recently arcane, terms, technical terms. What they mean is that at the end of the day, if you have a Web2 application on your phone, you should be able to access these resources on the back end anytime you need, without actually having to do a full transition into Web3, right? So you can merge both these Web2 front ends with actual Web3 backends much more easily. So if you want to have, some proving system on chain that, manages to give transparency on the movement of funds, you're going to be able to do that as well on demand. And that's all this technology that is being built right now that everyone is talking about, throughout this entire week at these multiple events. So all of these key pieces are going to be very important to kind of drive the entire ecosystem forward. So yeah, if you have any questions around ZKX, please come forward. Happy to answer any questions you may have around us. We announced the app chain last week, which is our omni-chain infrastructure for scaling derivatives. And we have a mainnet product going live very, 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 very soon. So stay tuned. If you want more alpha, you can try and squeeze it out of me or grab me to the side later, and I'll try to give you some of what's coming. All right, thank you.